Warney as well. I think Warney's had some massive setbacks and scandals, but his ability to just keep doing it. You know, I remember a game in India we played in the IPL, and I used to do the press conferences with Warney. So we'd be sort of sitting there with two microphones, and there'd just be like 100 Indian media there trying to get any bit of gossip possible. So you had to try and keep it really clean and clinical and professional. Otherwise, there was just a massive story the next day. Warney wasn't particularly bothered about that, but I was a bit more. So this one day, Sourav Ganguly had, let's call it, it looked as if he'd scooped the ball on the half volley on this catch from deep point or whatever. And Warney came out with this throwaway line. Somebody said, "What do you think about Sourav's catch?" And he said something like, "Oh, you know, it's classic, you know, classic Sourav, bit of cheating, you know, trying to claim a catch that wasn't there." And then he just sort of brushed it off and started talking about the game. And I was sitting there thinking, "Oh my God, he's just called the Prince of Calcutta a cheat, you know," and that's good. So the next day it was all in the papers. There was that ticker tape running across the bottom of the TV with Shane Warne slams, you know, Calcutta Prince, all this sort of business. And you know, the Indian TV is just wall to wall cricket. So there was pictures of kids in the street with like a Guy Fawkes effigy of Shane Warne with like papier-mâché head, you know, an Australian cricket shirt, Tipex white teeth, and like a blonde sort of wig on top. And they were setting fire to this like doll of Shane Warne, saying disgrace to Shane Warne. And I was with Warney the next day. I said, "Look, mate, you got a decent, you know, you got him fired up out there." And he's just like smoking a cigarette and just going, "Mappets, mate, mappets," and like stubbed his fag out and just carried on eating his breakfast. And you just sort of think, you know, that ability to stay focused and stay resilient and play brilliantly again that day. Most people wouldn't sleep for a week if they'd seen that kind of thing, but Warney was just like, "Mappets, mate, off we go."